Silver, Silver. Switch.
On second down, here's Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Let's go now. Hey, go. Man out. Check 4. Kill. Check. Motion to the backfield. Hurry.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go.
11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there out of Cook, and even 60 yards for him on the ground.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check. 25, check 25. Shift, watch the shift. Kill. Red 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
21-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Darnold. This is caught. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
It's a gain of 18.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
You got tight right there. Hatch it. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
Here is Cook on third and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 20. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Something else, baby.
Score time 7-7.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Undercrunch.
On second down, Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd down, Cook. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Show an A, show an A.
Check. Oh, lady. Crunch.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Here's Darnold.
Boy, he does it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the 2nd quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Watch Mike, watch Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Hey, the lady, 24.
On the carry, it's Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
52, Mike 52. Oh, lady.
Here we go.
Here we go.
My 52.
Hey, Echo.
5-2.
They're going to go. It's Darnold.
I'm going to run you over.
He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Slam. Hey, son. Hello, lady. Hey, son. Hey, seam six. Hey, son.
Here's Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That's another Baltimore first down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Cook.
Switch it. Say.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Darnold, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. 49, check 49.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Watch the whip.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Darnold now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They run, Cook, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. 2nd and 5 now. Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Murray now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I'll be brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually do.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I smell fear in that offense.
On second down, it's Pollard. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Murray now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
At the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 51.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He gets it to Brown, complete. 13 yards to pick up there, good for a Cleveland first. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
6 guys, check 6.
Here's Pollard again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Pittsburgh. 51.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
He runs. Check. Check hot route.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.